The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
On second down, looking again to throw. With the catch, it's Collins. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Handoff from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Trying to move the sticks on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you can tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
First down here for the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it second and 10. Wants to throw. It's Nunez. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, Man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house. Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back
got enough space. Touchdown, Huskies. And they jump on top.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
You know, runs like this, oftentimes you're like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Fires to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Gonna run it. It's Silva. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
On second down, just keeps firing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. 1st down for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Frank. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Nunez. Using the quick game. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver. But you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Washington trying to convert this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to score.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Nunez. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. Oh, big juke to get past. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Washington sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looking for a block. It's Castro. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Collins. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's another first down.
He'll keep it himself. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the things I love about this QB as a runner is not just his athleticism, but how tough he is. He can run in between the tackles in the middle of the field, push the pile, break tackles. Linebackers are trying to bring him down. He just keeps his feet driving. That is impressive.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Dropping back, it's Nunez. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available. And they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for them.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play. Moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They'll go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Nunez. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He rifles one deep down the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Frank. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The inside handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half.
Arizona State, 10.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy,
he's off to the races. He's at the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Washington! They take the lead with the 6. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Stumbled to the ground. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Looking downfield, it's Nunez. Got his man in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. To the 15. Oh, look out. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Touchdown, Washington. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry today.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They're trying to get to him. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Nunez. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. He wants to throw here on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Huskies are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frank. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
How about the effort? Job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's third in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
Tackled, but he has a first down. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
First down, you know you always want to... Game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Nunez. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back to the air one more time. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not fighting it. You could tell they were ready for it.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And that's all. That first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Trying to find his man on first down. He'll throw it. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Leaves it with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to get to it. Buys a little time. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up.
Now, a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man down the middle. He will not.
Picks up 7.
4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Huskies! A great catch and run for 6. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Gets it out fast. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And he's running in the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking for the score! And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And the D denied them on second and goal. They're going to throw it again. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Brings up third and goal.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Strikes the blow. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. He'll try it again. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies will have it first and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Handoff to the single running back. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job